This is no power steering.
Okay.
I have to push it with my whole hand, right like that.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
I crank that bad boy on, just power, and now watch. One finger.
Yeah.
It's definitely noticeable difference. I can't be any happier. This thing is it's fast. All right, new day, new project. So today we have the Super ATV power steering kit for Polaris Sportsman 450. My grandfather has one of these and decided he wants power steering. So he got the kit, and I've already done some work. So I've got the stock top carrier and keeper. I've got the stock shaft out. I've got everything laid out here. And then we have everything torn off of this. Was not the easiest, was not the worst. I don't like how Polaris uses 100 different sizes of everything. Like on the Can-Ams, it's like 4 sizes, and you can take the entire thing apart. This is like, oh, a T30, T27, T25, T24, you know, whatever. It just keeps making shit up for different sizes. Other than that, though, it's pretty clean, simple design. Wasn't the end of the world. The top was a total pain in the ass to get these bolts out right here because the headlights are kind of like in this deal here. There's that little piece of the headlight right there. It's in the way. So I had to do it with a wrench. Giant pain in the dick, but way better than pulling the whole front clip off. There's no point in doing that. So, and we're gonna start putting our new steering in. It's gonna go right down in that hole right there where that big circle is. So it's gonna start off with this bad boy right here. This will be our new piece that sits down and replaces the bottom side of that on the stock shaft. Then from there, our motor will go on with some bracketry, looks like right there. That will all go onto there, and then our shaft will go on, then our keeper, and then a few little brackets. And that's pretty much the install for the motor and shaft itself. We'll have to swap out the computer because we got a new computer. The new computer will go right where the old computer goes, right there underneath the headlight. Once I get all that swapped up, we'll swap that over. That'll be quick and easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and start building this thing up. Maybe crack the instructions because I have not cracked them yet, and see what they want to do. All right, so we've got everything kind of tight for the most part. Handlebars are on, so we know our alignment's all good. You can see the motor still moves because we still have 2 brackets down there that need to be installed. But we got our shaft on. We greased our bearing and bushing or whatever here, and got that all tightened on. Our motor bracket is tight on the motor. It's just the brackets that go to the frame and then to that motor bracket. The tie rods are all tight. All that is on and good to go. So also underneath there is the tie rod hookup down there. So yeah, it's not terrible, just kind of slow, you know. So there are a few tricks here that you should definitely do that it doesn't really tell you about. If I were you, I would not tighten this one right here. This bad boy, don't tighten that. Leave these 2 bolts loose right here, and I've left these 2 bolts loose right here. Then I also left these loose right here. So all of that is loose, and then I've tightened my lock hardware there, my lock hardware here, and all of my hardware tightening up the bracket on there. Got that bad boy on, got all of this on, and now I'm gonna go back and tighten all of that up. The reason for that is I originally tightened this, and then when I went to put the shaft and everything on, I was actually leaned too far forward. It looked like it was perfect, but it didn't like it. So I got everything else lined up and then did this last. That's the way to do it. All right, so we got it all back together. Everything looks like it should. Power steering is 1 finger. I'll give you a comparison here. So this is no power steering.
Okay.
I have to push it with my whole hand, right like that.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
I crank that bad boy on, just power, and now watch. 1 finger.
Yeah.
It's definitely noticeable difference. So the computer just mounts right there. I don't know how I feel about that, but it should be fine. But, Harley, what are you doing? It's like the worst spot for you right now, bud. But yeah, we got it all back together. I think should be a good rig for you, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here, you want to back her out, or you want me to back her out?
You're gonna back it out.
All right. Yeah, when you're moving, it's like there's nothing there. Boom. So yeah, motor just sits in right there. Clean little install. Get you a better look at the wiring here. So you can see the wiring all just kind of tucks up. We did have to splice into our speed sensor back there, but I ended up actually making the connection up under here. That's definitely a tip and trick. Do that where you can get to it way easier. And then just round that wire down the other side. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, hit me up. But that's pretty much, the kit did a very good job of instructions and pictures. This one wasn't actually bad. The worst part about this whole thing was Polaris's use of all of the hardware, everything. I used a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 in order to do this job. It's ridiculous. This guy, we're filming here. Oh. All right, Grandpa.
Hey.
Well, I appreciate it.